Welcome to The Big Idea. I'm your host, Faith Lark. Today, on The Big Idea, imagine a mind so boundless, it dared to redraw the very map of existence, only to face the crushing weight of disbelief. Today, we explore the tragic brilliance of an aximander, a man who glimpsed infinity, and discover how his lonely struggle can ignite the infinite potential within you. A single candle burns in a darkened room in ancient Miletus. An aging man hunches over a worn parchment, his trembling fingers tracing lines unlike any map seen before. This is no mere geography lesson. The earth he draws floats freely in space, a revolutionary vision that would shake the foundations of human understanding. His name is Anaximander, and in this moment, as a tear falls to blur the ink, he whispers a word that would echo through centuries. Aperin. You might wonder why a man who glimpsed the infinite died in relative obscurity, his groundbreaking ideas nearly lost to time. Was he a madman, or did he see truths so profound that his world simply wasn't ready to understand them? His story holds a mirror to your own quest for understanding in a world that often resists new ideas. Picture yourself in a world where every natural phenomenon has a simple, divine explanation. Lightning strikes because Zeus wills it. The sun rises because Apollo drives his chariot across the sky. This was Anaximander's reality in 6th century BCE Greece. But unlike his peers, young Anaximander felt a deep unease with these comfortable myths. You know that feeling when an explanation rings hollow, when your mind refuses to accept the easy answer. Anaximander lived in that space of perpetual questioning. Each sunrise brought new doubts, each storm sparked fresh curiosity. His family grew weary of his constant probing, his refusal to accept the stories that satisfied everyone else. He would ask, earning confused stares and worried whispers. The marketplace of Miletus teemed with life. Merchants haggled over prices, sailors shared tales of distant shores, and priests conducted their daily rituals. But Anaximander moved through this vibrant scene like a ghost, absorbing everything yet participating in nothing. While others bargained for spices and fabrics, he collected something far more valuable: observations. Watch him pause by the harbor, noting how ships disappear hull first over the horizon. See him trace circles in the dirt, mapping the paths of shadows throughout the day. His mind worked differently, seeing patterns where others saw only chaos. This peculiarity made him an outsider, but it also gave him a perspective that would change how humans understand their place in the cosmos. Recognition came slowly at first. In the intellectual circles of Miletus, people began to notice this strange man who spoke of the world in ways they'd never considered. He gained followers, students who were drawn to his unique way of questioning everything, but with recognition came danger. The priests watched him with growing concern. The political leaders whispered about the threat his ideas posed to social order. The gasps that filled the room that day marked both his emergence as a serious thinker and the beginning of his troubles. You've felt this too, haven't you? That moment when speaking your truth first brings both validation and vulnerability. But Anaximander's most revolutionary idea was yet to come. On a starlit night, as he gazed into the endless expanse above Miletus, something clicked. The universe, he realized, couldn't have sprung from water, as his mentor Thales believed, or from any other earthly element. Instead, there must be something more fundamental, something boundless, the Aperin. This wasn't just another theory, it was a complete reimagining of existence itself. The Aperin Anaximander proposed was an infinite, eternal substance from which all things emerge and to which all things return. In this endless cycle of creation and destruction, he saw a fundamental justice to the universe that transcended the whims of gods. If you're enjoying The Big Idea, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. Learn to make better decisions and think like Einstein, Da Vinci, and Socrates. Now back to the episode. His ideas spread, but so did the resistance. Former allies began to distance themselves, fearing association with such radical thoughts. In the marketplace where he once walked freely, people now crossed to the other side of the street. You recognize this pattern, don't you? How often has your own pursuit of truth left you standing alone? These words, among the few that survived from his writings, hint at both his revolutionary understanding and his growing isolation. He saw a universe governed by natural laws, not divine caprice, but this vision came at a steep personal cost. In his final years, Anaximander continued his work in relative solitude. The same mind that had mapped the known world and conceived of evolution centuries before Darwin now turned inward, refining his ideas even as his contemporaries turned away. The candle that illuminated his studies grew shorter, but his vision never dimmed. When they found him in his study that last night, the map before him told a story far beyond its lines and symbols. It spoke of a man who dared to question everything, who saw past the comfortable myths to glimpse the infinite beyond. His contemporaries might not have been ready for his ideas, but time would prove him right in ways he could never have imagined. Centuries passed, and slowly, Anaximander's insights began to resonate. His concept of the aperon influenced philosophers from Aristotle to Nietzsche. His vision of a Earth floating freely in space presaged our modern understanding of planetary motion. His ideas about the evolution of life from simpler forms echoed in Darwin's work 2 millennia later. But perhaps his greatest legacy lies not in any single discovery, but in his approach to understanding the world. In an age of myths, he sought rational explanations. In a time of accepted truths, he dared to question everything. In a world that craved certainty, he embraced the infinite. This brings us back to you. Like Anaximander, you live in a world full of accepted truths and comfortable explanations. His story challenges you to look deeper, to question what others take for granted, to seek understanding beyond the obvious. The aperon he discovered wasn't just a philosophical concept, it was a testament to human potential for understanding. What truths do you accept without question? What boundaries have you never dared to challenge? Anaximander's legacy isn't just about his discoveries. It's about the courage to think beyond the known, to stand alone if necessary in pursuit of deeper understanding. In your own life, in your own way, you too can embrace the infinite. The candle still burns. What will you discover in its light? On the next episode of The Big Idea, Anaximander dared to envision a cosmos born from the boundless, wrestling with the delicate balance of opposing forces. But what if the very air we breathe held the key to understanding everything? Imagine a world where a single element could explain the myriad transformations of nature. This week, our journey into the roots of Western thought takes us to another brilliant mind in Miletus, one who sought to simplify the universe with a radical new idea. Prepare to witness how childhood fascination blossomed into a groundbreaking theory, forever changing our understanding of the cosmos. Don't miss the next chapter. You won't believe what this philosopher uncovered. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. 7 mental models used by humanity's greatest minds. Think clearer, decide faster, and spot opportunities everyone misses. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/bi. Thanks for watching.